Yo, what's good? This is your boy Lawrence, and I'm here with Chris and Luke, co-host of SupFM.
Yeah, buddy.
Every week we talk about streetwear, different things that are driving the culture, different things that are driving the hype.
We're going to go over all the new sneaker releases, what's behind the design.
Yep.
We unpack stories from those sneakers.
We'll talk to some of the best designers, and you'll probably get a rant from me about the old days of the sneaker culture.
Yep.
Listen, if there's stuff to talk about, we're going to talk about it.
We are SupFM.
What it do, what's good with the crew? It's your boy Lawrence Loach. We are back with another episode of SupFM. Oh man, I'm Lawrence Loach, LZD325 on social media. Yo, you follow me, you can follow my guys. Luke Trovisi, what's up, Luke?
What's up, everybody? You can find me at Trovezus, Troveezus. I'm doing good this week, Lawrence. I'm doing good this week.
I'm so happy that you're doing well. And then we got my main man, Chris Cheney, on the ones and twos. What's up, Chris?
What up? At Not That Cheney on all socials, and I'm great. I'm happy to see you guys. You know.
Yeah,
it's really good to see you guys. And for the listeners, it's really good to hear your voices. Follow us on the Discord. Yo, write a positive review on whatever platform you subscribe on.
Yep.
And I know a lot of you guys are vaccinated up. So, yo, we got some great news for you. June 29th.
Yes.
We are back. Sold Out Tuesdays. A lot of you guys used to come out to Sold Out Tuesdays. It's a comedy show that we were doing pre-pandemic. Chris, where can they go to Sold Out Tuesday? Same spot?
Same spot, baby. And it's actually the new skin. So during the pandemic, the Village Lantern, which was our hub for Sold Out Tuesdays, man, they did a facelift with that PPP money. They are now the Bronx River Yacht Club. And you can go to the comedy shop. I believe that's the new term. Or the new name for the spot. But yeah, so Sold Out Tuesday is going to be the comedy shop. I believe tentative it's 7:30 right now, but we'll be promoting leading up to that, so you'll have all the information when you need to know.
I'm ready to bomb in front of people.
Oh, dude, I am so ready to bomb. I've only done one set since last March.
Oh yeah,
really?
Man,
Wow. Yeah.
One. I did a rooftop for Comedy Fight Club, and it was great. It was fun. I remembered all my jokes. I didn't have any missteps and had a good set. But man, being on McDougal the other night, I went to go pop in to make sure, we still had our slot, and this shit is cracking down there, bro. People are ready, and they're ready for comedy.
Yeah, man.
I mean, damn, Chris, you shouldn't tell the listeners you ready to bomb. I mean, I was bullshitting. I know I'm gonna do well, but I just be trying to make people feel good, But now, all jokes aside, come through. At Stand Up Comics, we've been out of work for a year. Feels really wonderful to be back indoors telling jokes. I mean, I got my shot. I think my other guys, we got our shots. You get your shots. Come through, whether it's outdoors, indoors, on a boat, on a subway. I mean, we telling jokes, y'all, and it's we're gonna wear some nice stuff because I get some of the listeners. They always like, yo, what are you wearing? And I'm like, yo, just I tell them, but I'm like, when I get back on stage and and it's nice. We got some new heat too to
oh yeah
out. So
yes
it's been a really good week, yo. Luke, you got some stuff. Talk about what you got, man. It's in the building.
I got some stuff, bro. That the old Ames Delior source finally came through. Very excited about that. Boom. Gotta say, the packaging on this is garbage. This box is really well, no, the design on the box is cool, right? It's kind of got this yellow and green to it, kind of very reminiscent of the RE menthol-y colors.
Okay, yeah, a little bit, sure. Little bit.
You see where I'm making that connection to. You're seeing where I'm putting the pieces together. And then the shoe itself is really nice. The quality of the leather is nice. The color is really nice. I was surprised by the different laces that came through, but I was very, very happy with this purchase. Oh shit, it's all falling apart. Very happy with this purchase.
Quick want to shout out to the New Balance Discord, the Circle of Trust. They love that shoe. They love that shoe. They freaked out.
Oh yeah,
it was a well executed shoe, man.
Yeah, it was.
So and the rollouts are always well thought out, very thoughtful in regards to previous customers, current customers. You don't leave there feeling like fuck, man. I got jerked, and I think that was it was really well done.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want to give Ame too much flowers, but they have been doing everything very correctly at a slow and steady pace. It's hard to argue with what they've done with that brand.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you got some new shit in too.
I did. I guess this was technically a rage cop.
Nice.
I mean, we're gonna get into it later, but I was feeling down because I had some of my my old work sort of like stolen, and I was trying to make myself feel a little better. So I was looking for those classic Avia basketball sneakers that like Virgil and like a bunch of other people have been referencing for there's new sneakers. I couldn't find anything that was like to the T of like what those references were, but I was like, I'm gonna find some Avias that I fuck with. Whereas on Mercari, is that how you pronounce that one?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I'm a Poshmark guy, so I don't know the other one. But I just Google searching, I found like this one page that the guy had like a bunch of old Avia Heat. The shit was $40. It looked fire based on the one photo he had of it. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna cop these. These are not what I thought they were. Yo, these are some fucking dad shoes. Like, sincerely, this shit is, I don't know where and when I'm going to be able to wear these.
bro, these are wave runners. You got OG wave runners.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the crazy thing about these, though, too, is like, I can clearly see that these were a reference for a bunch of other shit. I mean, like, these kind of look like a Reebok, but whatever. I mean, there's like a certain type of shoe that has this feel to it, but like, this was on a mood board somewhere, but it's also not going to be on my feet, though. Like, I don't know when the fuck I'm going to wear these, but like, whatever. I guess they're Avia 711s or 771s.
I don't know, man. These are both pretty dad shoes.
711s.
Let's see.
No, the 771s. Not the Avia 711s.
711s. Yeah.
If they were 711s, they'd be hyped though. Yeah, these are fine.
But we save the best for last.
Are they the best? Are they the best?
Are they the best? I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I think we were discussing if they were the best already.
I mean, we definitely had some conversations about them being the best, the shoe of 2021, and like I should have done a better job at fucking having them ready to go.
It's okay, man.
But since you guys already pulled out your joints, I'm like, I'll just pull out mine because I wasn't gonna pull out anything. But I figured they're such a wonderful sneaker, and yeah, they're like fucking, they're amazing, man. To me, I don't know, are they shoe of the year? So far
they're going to be in conversation. I mean, like the unions are obviously going to be in the conversation at the end of the year. These are going to be there. Like, I mean,
we're
getting
I think we're getting a top 10 with them in them.
I don't know if the unions are going to be shoe of the year, man. I think these are definitely well regarded, well executed. The rollout was amazing. People got them. Prices are dropping too, which is a wonderful thing, especially if you want to go for the double up or the triple up, like some people do, because they feel like they want to have a shoe forever.
Yep, some people, not anybody here.
Not anyone here. I can say in my heart that I've only doubled up a couple times on a shoe, never tripled up, but yeah, man, I'm really excited. I need to actually, for the listeners, I have a 13. I need to get a 12. I'm probably gonna possibly just purchase a 12 resale and then just let the price on these go up and then sell the 13s. I don't know, but yeah, I'll somehow end up with my 12 eventually, just like Chris has done. We've all done it. We've all figured out how to get a pair of sneakers not our size and then get the size we need. But as soon as I get them, they're going straight to feet. I don't care. If I can get them by sold out Tuesdays, I'll wear them to sold out Tuesdays, man.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah!
So
can I admit something? You talked about how you've never tripled up. I have quadrupled up on one pair of shoes.
How did
Jesus Christ.
Okay, go on.
I think I might have mentioned it before on another episode, but the D Brown Pump Omni Light, which they came out with the actual shoe that he wore, the Pump Omni 2s, but I let him go because I have 4 pairs of the Pump Omni Lights.
Oh yeah, you do have. I see these. I've seen these a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. I have 2 here, and I think at least 2 at home, and then like more of other colorways. But that one specifically, the D Brown, yeah, those ones, those joints, I have 4 of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're all beat now?
Burnt, bro. Yeah. They are dogged. I wore them shits to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood how you could have 4 pairs of the same shoe. I mean, maybe, well, I'll say this. All right. I will say this. I've had 18 model. So I mean, I had 4 over the span of 20 years basically.
Yeah.
So there's when I say triple up, I mean people just at point of release, like I gotta have 3 pairs of these same sneakers, and I'm like, I can't do that shit. We have too many sneakers in general.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gotta quadruple up, like double up. Yeah, if you want to beat one to the ground, but people are gonna be people, man.
Well, the thing with, other brands other than Nike and maybe Adidas, but like Reebok they don't really like hold shit that much. You know what I mean? Like that's a model that although pumps don't have like the drive that they used to, like they were retroing those pretty frequently. So I was like copping. I don't see, but this is the thing. I don't know the years. Like we all know the years of Nikes because it's so prominent when some of these models come out. But like D Browns, no one gave a shit about those. So like every release, I was able to get them, no line, no issue. Like people are like, they still make those when I'm like wearing them out. So like, but every time they retroed them, I just bought a pair. Like there was a pair that I had that they retroed them again. I hadn't worn the other pair.
Yeah.
Yo, I can never tell you the retro dates of a non-Nike model.
Yeah, no way.
Like if someone was like, yo, I got the 2013 retro Dikembe Mutombos, I'd be like, all right, I guess it was that year. Like, I don't know. Like it's not, I don't know, give up. Like, you know what I mean? So I know what you're saying.
Like, yeah, I got the New Balance 997s from 2003. Like, no one's doing none of that.
Exactly. I do like that you go to a sneaker store and this is just how you have like you quadrupled up on this pair. You're just like, all right, time to get a new pair of shoes. And oh, look, we've got some Jordans and some Nikes and T-Burn Omni Lights. It just pick those up every time.
I remember one time I was trying to talk to this girl and she had on some Jordans. And I was like, oh, wow, is this the 2015 model or the 2012? I said some dumb shit like that. She was just looking at me like, I don't know what year, you fucking psychopath. Like, just fucking enjoy, hopefully trying to have sex with me. It was weird, man. It was fucking weird. I don't play that. I know the years and the retros and all that of Jordans and Nikes because I think that's just how Nike's marketing. That's genius marketing that we can specifically call and look at a sneaker and be like, oh, that's the 1994 Jordan 1 Chicago model. Oh, that's the 2015. It's so marketing genius.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the other thing is that we're so nerdy, not outright because it's sneakers and that's like cool. It's not like, like the anime shit that like me and Luke will talk about. It's sneakers. So it's like seemingly like some cool ass shit, so it's like I love the flex though when they try where it's just like, yo, is that the 2015? Because like that's like a conversation letting us know that they know what's up, but like it is funny when it backfires.
Oh yeah. Some guy was like, "Ooh, those are the shadows," and it's like, "Those aren't the shadows, man. Why are you trying?"
Yes,
we've had that happen a couple times. I've definitely been outside of a comedy club, just been like, "Ooh, those are Air Max 2 light 2s, aren't those?" And then they go, "No, they're Nikes." I don't,
Yeah, they don't know shit about dick.
No.
What else we got to talk about? What else is going on this week, guys?
Since we're kind of talking about like, how Nike releases stuff, maybe let's just go right into the FlyEase debacle.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? Talk, Chris.
Well, we covered the initial announcement of that shoe where it was clear that Nike was making these for people who have or who are disabled. Who either they can't function correctly in some way or whatever, but these were clearly designed for people who needed to take their shoes on and off without their feet. I mean, their hands, excuse me. But what disabled people, I guess, for the most part, didn't realize is that there's this thing called the sneakers app. And there's all these people that at Thursday 10 a.m. are fucking clicking every button on that. So now the resale on these, which is an honest attempt at Nike's honest attempt at helping people became a resale nightmare for people who just wanted a helpful sneaker. Disabled people aren't going to want to pay $400 for those. You know what I mean? So like Twitter, my algorithms that I was seeing, like there was a lot of people mad about him. And I kind of have to look at Nike and going like, I know your intent was well, but you should have had intended well with the purchasing of these. Like you haven't been doing with us for the sneakers that we want, but you didn't even consider that. Like, how did you not realize that?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, I don't blame the resellers. I don't blame them. I blame the Nike. You have a shoe that's intended for, disabled people, people to get in and out of a shoe. Yeah. And then Nike markets it in a way that then it becomes, oh my God, I must have, I need. And then the resellers are just doing what reseller shit.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I mean, it is morally a little like kind of like to the not as bad as the Kobe shit where like that shit skyrocketed immediately after his unfortunate passing, but it is sort of like more like where is your moral compass on this? Like that you could have took. I mean, it's not to the same extent as Kobe, but what I'm saying is like you knew this wasn't really for you. You could have let this one go.
Dude, if people are selling a dead basketball player sneakers at 5 times the markup. I mean, motherfuckers. I mean, what's a disabled person in need for these resellers? These resellers don't have any morals. Like when have we the resellers like really relied on the moral police? Like
it's true.
Yeah, I know.
They sell Dornbachers. They sell Dornbachers.
I was actually about to say, like, that's another egregious, but also like you fully understand.
I mean, this is just another missed opportunity for Nike to have a new VP, maybe somebody that we know that would be able to handle a situation like this.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
So, Luke, just to help your campaign here, what would you do?
Well, here's what I would do. I would have everybody come in to you have to come into the store. You have to come into the store and you have to show me that you can't tie your shoes. And then that's going to solve the problem.
Oh, yeah, that's going to do it.
That's really going to solve the problem. Because here's the thing. You got to listen, our producer's saying maybe they should prove their disability, which is a little bit of a slippery slope. Right? It's a little bit of a slippery slope. Here at Nike, we want to make sure everybody feels included, right? We just got to have you, if you're a reseller and you're going to resell these shoes, you have to lie to somebody's face that you have a disability. That's all I'm saying.
So you telling me they should kind of like how the certain skateboard shops or certain shops make you prove your size and walk out of the store with them?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you're saying that, okay.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, and that might be a PR nightmare. That might be a PR nightmare.
So what you're saying is someone has to walk in, prove their disability, and walk out with the shoes on their feet.
Well, this is just the blueprint right now. This is not in front of the board yet.
It's his pitch right now.
I feel like what I would do is I would try to get this plan implemented, hold it as a hostage situation, and say, "Hey, Nike, I'm going to do this unless you make more pairs of these."
So you're saying you want to hold disabled people hostage?
No. I want to hold a corporation hostage.
Oh, okay.
To make more FlyEase. I think that would do it. They'd be like, "This is the only way we're doing this, or we could just make more." What's your decision, guys?
What's your decision? Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm with that. Okay, all right. I support you in figuring this out.
Holy shit! I just saved myself there. Oh my god. Oh my man. Have you guys ever seen a guy like get out of quicksand? Oh,
yeah, I just did.
You just watched.
We were ready to cancel you, man. Especially
you really were. I want to thank my board of directors, Lawrence and Chris. Meanie, you gotta just prove your disability thing. I leaned on you for that.
Prove your disability.
Oh, that shit is so funny.
Yeah, but it is a shame. It is a shame that these people aren't able to get their shoes. But I'm 100% sure that we're going to get more pairs in the future.
Oh, that's Nike's rollout. No, that's Nike's rollout tactics, man. Come on, it's make the shit super limited, and then eventually, make them less limited, and then have people, flood the market.
Well, this is a new technology, so I do feel like it will be accessible across the board as they apply this to a bunch of other current models.
They better do it fast, though. They better do it fast.
Yeah, but I could see, like, just off the top of my head, like they doing this to like all the Pegasus shit, like sort of like the runner models. You know what I mean? Like the more comfort. Like, we had the argument they would do it to a 3, and then like I don't know, I don't remember how exactly that ended, but you were like, no, Lawrence, you're like, never, don't do that.
Nah, they ain't gonna do it to a 3. They need better technology to do it to a 3, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? I know Jordans have, taken some of the newer technology, like the adapt stuff and like, things like that. But I don't think they would do, hopefully not. I would hope not. But
so you're saying we would need a futuristic Nike shoe basically to like get that kind of technology of like on the Jordan 3.
Well, okay, wait, hear me out though. Cause I mean, if you just look at how this is constructed, it really is just, they put a split in the sole and then they have that band around it. I mean, if they can figure out how to do that to every sole, I don't see why they wouldn't at least kind of take a couple swings.
Oh, on a Jordan 1, they would have a strap on the sole side. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jeff Staples seems to have an idea about what Nike should be doing. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh, his NFTs?
Yeah, he did like Lawrence, did you see the NFTs that he did?
No, show.
Yeah, absolutely. He's so Jeff Staples of Staples brand, made this Staples pigeon dunk kind of inspired by some Nike stuff. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. He's in the NFT space now.
Jeff Staples promoting the fucking everything pigeon reminds me of Al Bundy, reminding everyone he scored 4 touchdowns. It's like, do you have anything else besides fucking pigeon stuff? Nothing.
Actually, I forgot that I did this. I actually was in his office fairly recently, and he has got all his collabs hanging up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically, someone I know at the Pigeon office was like, yo, let's go get a drink after work one day. And I was like, all right. So then I met him at the Pigeon office, and he came up. He's like, oh, have you seen the office yet? And I was like, nah. So no one was really there because of COVID, and it was like after work or whatever. But I looked around, saw everything. It's a nice space, and his office just has every pigeon thing he ever did in there. And it's a lot. You are right. There is a lot of pigeon shit, but I mean, he's the pigeon guy. So like, I can't blame him. That's his brand.
It's pigeon shit all over the floor.
Yeah, there's pigeon shit yes. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even mean to say it like that, but yeah, pigeon shit's everywhere.
I think it would be hilarious if Jeff Staples was kind of like Batman, where like his origin story is like he was like had to face his fears and a pigeon fucking flew into his face and he's like, I'll be the pigeon guy.
I mean, like, how do we feel about this shoe? Or I mean, I wouldn't even call it a shoe. How do we feel about this piece of art?
I'm get worried about the sneaker NFT space. I've mentioned it in the we've discussed this in the past about like, like people being able to download sneakers for their avatars in different games and stuff.
Yep.
And all this other stuff, and like the kind of slippery slope of, this is just going to be another platform that they can farm resales for at some point.
Yeah. I mean, the NFT space is getting very interesting. The understanding is not like, no one really knows what the fuck these things are or how to do them, but everyone's like figuring out their own way to put them out. Like, I guarantee if you ask Jeff Staple what an NFT is and how does it work, I don't know if he's going to have the correct explanation for it.
He'll be like, how does the NFT work, Mr. Staple? He's like, well, my pigeons told me. It's like, come on, man. Like, everything's not a fucking pigeon, Staple. Grow up.
So from what I understand, it's a place to buy art, but the pigeons told me.
That's what I'm saying, man. Get out of here. Get out. But I mean, I get it. He like, that's his claim to fame. He's gonna die on a pigeon hill in a pigeon coop. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing a lot of people don't realize. Like, he didn't choose to be the pigeon guy. I know he named his brand Pigeon or whatever, but he didn't want to be the pigeon guy. The same way that like Keith Huffenagel didn't want to be the weed socks guy. You know what I mean?
Or like Nicky Diamonds didn't want to be the diamond guy.
Yeah. I mean, like, you sort of like end up leaning into it because that's how your brand is like going to end up being marketed. And like, if you want to be a personality, you sort of have to succumb to this. But like, Bobby Hundreds doesn't want to be known as the bomb guy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead, Luke.
Here's the thing, though. No, you're right. No, actually, you're right. Because I was gonna make a dumb point about. I'll tell you what I was gonna say, and you're gonna tell me I was crazy. It's just like the fact that he leaned into it more and more is kind of what got him to this point where he's like, he says he doesn't want to be, but like more of his actions show us that he kind of wants to be the pigeon guy.
Pigeon guy.
Well, all right. I mean, and just to say this to kind of dismount off the conversation, at the end of the day, he's become a legend in the space, and he kind of has to take that and hold that. And he's taken like on an educational role for the most part. Like, he's more of a personality now. And like, when you're a personality, you have to lean into what that personality is. It's a pigeon. So
that's like me being the fucking kombucha guy. Like, do I want to be known as the guy who
exactly?
It's like, but then sometimes you just lean into it, you know what I mean? And then somehow every comedy show you end up talking about kombucha and everyone knows you as the kombucha guy.
Yeah. This is what his office looked like, by the way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I get it. So I understand it.
Yeah. I don't know what I would be. I get, but yeah, that's scary to think about. Like, what are people calling me outside of Chris?
Loud, obnoxious.
The guy with the laugh.
Punchable face. Douchebag. Asshole. Dork. Dweeb. Loser. Cockface. I've heard that one.
I remember that one time.
Yeah. So
I
mean, you guys are just lying out your ass, but that's fine.
All right. So there you go.
Oh, that was great.
On a sad note, guys, the owner of Vans passed away. The founder. Owner. Did I just fuck that up?
No. He was one of the co-founders. He unfortunately passed away. I mean, 2021 is also a year, guys. Like, we've lost a lot of important people this year, and not a lot of people even knew who this guy was, but it is just to pay respect to the guy who made a wave that people are still riding, you know?
Yeah, he made a thing. And every emo skater kid from the early 2000s owes him thank yous.
Well, yeah, we want to say rest in peace to Paul Van Doren. Yeah, I mean, the Vans, they paid a tribute to him on their Instagram, and one of his quotes, one of the things he said was, "Do what's right, stand behind what you do every single minute of every day. Take care of people." So I can't express how important Vans are to our culture, and from little teenage white girls to the hoodest of hood dudes.
Yep.
Have own a pair of Vans, from Lil Wayne to whoever, and I think that's very that goes to show you how important Vans are. Like they're like Chuck Taylors and and Air Force Ones, like sneakers that are just people.
They
generations,
cultures and generations too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so funny that we never really had a real Vans conversation on this podcast, and maybe like in passing because of one collaborative effort between Vans and someone else. But what you're saying is very true. Yeah, like Vans are one of the most universal sneakers that have ever been created, and it's funny just going off that conversation about like having your livelihood attached to your product. Like this is named after that guy, but no one knew who he was, but everyone knows who like Nicky Diamonds is. It's just very interesting to think about. But yeah, rest in peace, man. I mean, half cabs, slip-ons. All those shoes, man. Like usually you're lucky enough if you're a sneaker company, you get one banger like Converse and the Chucks, but I mean Vans have like 6.
Definitely some iconic silhouettes from the Vans family.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Speaking of iconic silhouettes too, we sort of predicted that this would happen with the Nike Sacai model.
It's coming, baby.
The triple labels are coming, man. We got Nike Sacai Undercover and Clot. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where they just dressed them up in their brand colors, which that seems like it's going to be the formula. I mean, how do we feel about these guys? Do we give a shit or not? I mean, I'm kind of on the side of who gives a fuck, but then again, I never really was on this shoe like that in the first place.
I liked the Undercover, the waffles that they were doing before themselves. They were doing like a Undercover and Nike collab. I really like those. So I'm kind of happy to see both of those models kind of intermingling, because they like, I always thought that like, I like the Undercover ones because they were kind of the discount version of the Sacai's.
Mm-hmm.
And I do appreciate these two collabing, and the idea of it being like the 4th iteration, or like, I don't know, what are we at, 7th iteration of the Sacai model.
I mean, who knows?
It makes sense for it to be kind of like a little bit, it's viewable as almost more attainable at this point. You'll definitely, it feels like you'll have more of a shot at one of these two that are coming out, the Clots or the Undercovers.
Yeah, I mean, and it is cool that Sacai and Nike are sharing the model with these other brands, because Sacai could have been like, all right, we'll just do the Clot colorway, it's like close enough, or like an Undercover looking colorway. But now that triple label, kind of like I said before, like the discussions we have, it's driving up the hype again, adding those layers of people involved and postable content type of shit for blogs like Hypebeast or whatever. But it's driving the hype up.
What year do you think we reached the 12 team collaboration? Like a full basketball team worth of people.
The posse cut of a collab.
Like an all-star weekend of design,
I mean, bro, do you know how I used to this used to be what I would just get high and imagine, like when I was in high school, like the best sneaker collaboration.
Yeah.
The idea of like having every member of Dipset
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like a Dipset anthem shoe.
Exactly. Everybody has like a fucking say in the sneaker, and then what comes out of it, I have no clue. I think the year I'm predicting. Well, it all depends on when I hit VP. When I take Ann's position, that's when that happens.
I mean, the real answer, just off top, because I did not think about this beforehand, but you get Fujiwara. You get Yamamoto. You basically get we had the top 5 conversation before. You just get their imprints on something simple like an Air Force One or a Jordan 1 or whatever knockout silhouette you want to pick. And then that's it. Just everybody gets a panel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It could be something like that. I'm not mad at that. Olympic level design, different teams from different countries. Ridiculous.
I'm just thinking about what the sneaker Olympics would look like.
Yeah, it'd be dumb. We can't do that.
Sneaker, I don't even know what that would be. I'm gonna probably get an eye and think about that later too.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be ridiculous. We couldn't do that. You know what else is ridiculous? The price of these Doge coins, baby.
Elon Musk, baby, to the mother effing moon.
Yeah, Elon Musk. He's coming on SNL this weekend.
Yep.
There's in anticipation. Doge Coin is rising in value. You guys, you better be careful because before you know it, this podcast is going to be sponsored by Trevisas.
I don't get why people are mad about him.
I don't know why the other SNL hosts or co-stars are mad about him. I understand why, the overall community is kind of mad at him. It's
why though? I don't get it.
It's a billionaire. People just
billionaire
hate billionaires. Like they like play this love-hate relationship. Like there's half of the population that's like, oh, billionaire, that's where you want to be. So I'm gonna like pray to the altar of money. And then
I'm not buying because he's a billionaire.
You don't think it's because he's a billionaire, dude?
No, I think
people hate Bezos because he's a billionaire.
I think white people hate billionaires.
Okay.
And specifically other white people hating white billionaires, because there's plenty of billionaires that we all love, and the only thing that I can see is that they're not white.
I don't know, man. People just don't like billionaires. It's not. I don't think it's just a white thing. There's people all like, because there's just people who don't have that much, and then they see this guy who gets to go on SNL because he's got money.
I'll concede a little. Like a lot of people don't like Kanye.
Yeah.
But there aren't many like.
What do you mean? Dr. Dre got flamed for having a new pair of Air Force Ones every day.
Yeah,
like
but
it's billionaire shit.
But people don't hate Dr. Dre for being a billionaire.
Some people do.
I think like you look at Michael Jordan. He's a billionaire, and no one really.
Michael Jordan. No, I hear what you're saying.
No, I get what I mean. I understand what you're saying. I think people don't like billionaires because we look at, it's always if they just put some of their money together, they can end world hunger and all.
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
It's no person should have all that wealth, and Bezos and
Bezos is the best example of it, because he is like the a Lex Luthor villain type, because all of his employees get treated like shit and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's Musk. I think like some of the SNL hosts are wary of what he's doing with cryptocurrency. Kind of, he could be inflating it. Everybody's a little cautious of that. Also, you have like more of a left-leaning SNL than usual, so obviously they're going to be more of that kind of camp, Lawrence, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what it seems like. I mean, but here's my thing, and I'm always going to say this. I think if you're on a television show, I understand you always are going to have your choice too, whether you want to or not. But working with Bezos, with Musk, would you guys work with them?
Yeah, of course, absolutely, immediately.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's always I'm so woke and like, oh, we gotta fuck and I know he said some dumb shit. He's done some dumb shit. He's also, if you're a shareholder at Tesla, some of the things he's done in the past has been head scratching in terms of his social media. But
oh, dude, I realized I actually liked him when he changed his Twitter avatar to Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. It's an anime, Lawrence, because that's just some weeb shit to do. My man just did it.
Mine is the Rogan moment where he smoked the weed. That's my favorite moment.
That's a great moment too.
Where he tries it and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting." Like, fucking.
To be on some hater shit, he did not inhale.
No, he didn't inhale, but that was the point. That was like he just kind of did it. Stupid.
Yo, that shit was great, man. And then like when he tweets with misspellings on purpose.
Are we gonna look back on in 5 years and be like, damn, yo, President Musk was on SNL just like Donald Trump.
No, I think we're gonna hold the celebrity presidents for a while. I think we're gonna have some normal shit,
bro. I don't know about that. I really don't know about.
I hope not. I don't know. I'm cool on anybody who like had a television career before running for president.
Meaning he just said or The Rock or Kanye or Meghan Markle or Caitlyn Jenner. Everyone is gonna fuck. All the celebrities who do SNL, are they gonna fucking be president in a couple years?
Maybe.
Caitlyn Jenner's running for like governor or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, but then she said some dumb shit about homeless people, which I didn't read about or see, but I just saw a bunch of people were mad at her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, California. Yeah. But no, I think that's. I mean, I'll tune in if I'm awake to see Elon. And,
I'm gonna be tuning into my Doge Coin. That's really all I'm.
I mean, you better. I mean, I don't know what you sell it through, but I mean, as we've seen with Robinhood, they will lock that shit for people to sell. So
I know.
I'm not using Robinhood. I'll use the Webull. That's the Chinese based one.
Welcome.
No, can we talk about my little excursion I had with this one blog?
Oh, that's
Do it.
right. You have beef.
I did have beef. I mean, we resolved it. I was talking about it in the Discord a little bit as it was happening. Which, by the way, again, join the Discord because that shit's fun and shit. When shit like this happens, you would be discussing and having back and forth banter about it. So people don't even know where this originated because the blog doesn't even exist anymore. But similar to what Hypebeast and High Snobiety, Nice Kicks, these sort of fashion sneaker blogs provide, I used to work for Slam Hype, which I guess technically was the original blog. It started in 2003 by this guy named Adam Bryce. I mean, when I got on it, it was not what it used to be. Hypebeast and High Snobiety and some of these other bigger names had sort of taken over the space. But I guess I was technically a content creator at the time. And one of the things I created for the magazine, the blog, whatever, was I broke down every major streetwear brand and what their font was and how they used it. So this Meanie pulled up the article that was replicating mine. So you can see basically what they did was there's the worst version of mine where Meanie, scroll back up for a second. You guys can clearly see that's not the right font, right? So you have the Supreme logo on the left and then look at that font in the middle. That is not the same font. So not only did they jack my shit, my idea, which I don't own. Any people have done this all the time. You can go on what the font. You could put in your fucking shit, like whatever picture you want of the shit, and it will tell you. I don't own figuring out what fonts people use are.
You can do that? That's crazy.
Yeah, you can do that. There's plenty of font assets like that. And I'm not like you can't own explaining this to people, right? But what you can own is how it looks. And they verbatim took my formatting. They took the brands I did. They took everything about everything I did, and they just fucking did it worse.
Yeah, I want to see yours though.
Meaning you can go on my website, notthatgenie.com, shameless plug. And then there's a link to it. There will be like streetwear fonts at the bottom. So this was my original that I did like however long ago. I mean, I updated it since. So I did Yeezy, I did Off-White. I mean, I even had a article that I wrote on Medium that was based off the podcast episode where we talked about a long time ago, like in 2018 or whatever. But yeah, so like all these joints. And then, some of them like could be improved. Some of them like aren't as tight as I could have made them, but the whole point was just to get it out there so people knew this was me. So I did streetwear ones first, then I did high-end fashion, and then I did like some ones that I thought like Timberland and then skate. But so I had a back and forth with these guys where I was like, yo rep my shit, what's good? And they came back and they were like, yeah, okay, we see that. We did not steal it, but we can see there's a lot of similarities. What do you want to do? And I was like, I want you to admit that you stole this. I'm paraphrasing emails back and forth, by the way. I was like, yo, you clearly took my shit. I had been the only person to visually elevate this concept at this level for the past like almost decade. The earliest thing that I've posted with a date on it says 2014, but I had this in my head like work in progress for, like way before I even moved to New York, like 2012. So they were like, okay, we're going to reformat it. We're not going to not do this because it's great content. This was tapped by nobody before I did it, really. Mm-hmm. And my visual references were I've been in meetings with other designers who are referencing these, going like, hey, I found this like font breakdown. I think we can reference this. I'm like, guy, I have the working file. I'll send you all. You know what I mean? Like, people have been referencing this work for a long time, and it's like one of the only things I have as like a viral moment for not only streetwear but as a designer. You know what I mean? Like it's the best thing I have for that Venn diagram I'm overlapping. So I guess to kind of conclude about it, they were basically like, yeah, we're going to reformat it. We're going to give you 2 weeks. We'll post like a new version within 2 weeks. So we'll take down that link. What's sad though, is I hit them up. Like the only reason why I even found out about this shit is because I was going to like tighten them up. Like I said, like I knew there was some things I could change. I was going to tighten all this shit up and then start selling them as prints, maybe an NFT or something like that. I just wanted to like get some shit out of this. And when I saw them, I was like, oh, I can't sell prints when like my shit looks exactly like their wrong shit. Like how am I fucking supposed to do that when they might get mixed up? I even offered to them, I was like, look, I'll redo it for you guys. Basically, I'll do it. And then we can split the print if you help me sell them. And they were like, no, we'll just do it again, but worse.
Yeah.
Are you going to sue?
No, I'm not going to sue. You can't sue over something like that.
Are you going to punch someone in the face?
They're in Canada. But next time I'm in Canada.
So are we going to Canada? Is there going to be a SupFM trip where we go to Canada, perform live shows, and you punch these guys in the face?
I would like to have a discussion with them at a more casual level at some point soon. I'll put it that way. The whole time they kept saying like, we didn't rip you off. And it's like, no, you did. I'm the only person for the almost a decade who had this visually elevated to this way. I was the only reference. And yours, it looks exactly like mine.
Canada listeners, please send in to the Sup Podcast NYC Gmail locations where we could perform in Canada, preferably located somewhere near this
Ontario.
Where's Ontario? Maybe in the Ontario area, there would be conveniently a show where Chris could go and
and punch someone in the face.
And then punch somebody in the face.
No, I mean, I am happy that they were responsive and they took partial ownership. They still refuse to admit that they took mine, but I mean, they were like, all right, we fucked up here a little. We should have at least referenced you, knew about it, whatever. What else?
So that's why you got to go and punch him in the face.
Yeah.
There you go. That should be the title of this episode, Punch Him in the Face. Guys, where can we find you at?
You can find me at Trevezus, TROVEEZUS. Chris, where can they find you?
At Not That Cheney, CHENEY. And what about you, L?
LZD325.
You also have a podcast, Lawrence.
I do. It's called I Hate This Job. And for those of you people who hate your job, just listen to the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Again, sold out Tuesday. Tentative was June 29th. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
But again, we're as things get nailed down, we will be promoting, and you'll have all the information you need. We didn't get to it this week, maybe next week, but I do want to say rest in peace to the flagship A-Life store. The brand is not closing. We closed the store, and wow, there was so much love on social media. I really forget how much impact that store had on people of influence in this space. There was nobody, like Troy said in his post, there's nobody that of influence in streetwear that didn't go through that shop. And unfortunately, if you guys didn't get to run through, we're opening another one, so don't worry. And it's going to be just as important and a pillar.
It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
Peace out, everybody.